Hello and greetings. Welcome back to the channel. If you are new here, welcome. My name is the True Icarus, and today, we're going to be talking about Islam. So another religious video, unfortunately, has come.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
And just like with the Christian video, we're going to be examining the not so good sides of said religion. Right here I have a quote from, I don't know, some Muslim person. And I'd like to read it to you, and then we'll watch 3 videos and react to them together. O Muslim, O servant of Allah, there is a Jew behind me. Come and kill him.
Stop it. Get some help.
And with that, we're going to start the video.
Islamic country, but a university like Oxford, in which liberty of research into everything, including Islam, is not merely permitted but obligatory, could not exist.
سيتكلمون ويقولوا يا مسلم ورائي يهودي تعال فاقتله فتباد بني إسرائيل عن بكرة أبيها ويقتل الأعور ويبقى المسلمين في حالة رخاء إلى فترة طويلة.
There are no universities in this sense in the Muslim world, and the academic study of Islam, and especially of its founder, has been greatly inhibited by the suppression of free intellectual inquiry.
These stills, dated March 2015, purport to show a man being thrown from a building. According to the last caption, he was also then stoned to death, his alleged crime being gay. These images were posted by ISIS in its stronghold of Raqqa. This series as well, from January, show an older man seated in a chair and then tumbling to the ground. Also in January, these from ISIS in Mosul, 2 men murdered in the same manner.
Now, how does this lack of free speech and inquiry bear on the question we are debating tonight? In my view, it is crucial. Islam has the potential to be a religion of peace. No, sorry, I'm not taking points of information. But it will need to evolve a great deal if it is actually to become a religion of peace. Islam cannot evolve unless Muslim authorities, both religious and secular, allow the freedoms we in the West take for granted. Freedom of speech, freedom of the press, freedom of conscience. Of course, these freedoms go together.
In a lot of Muslim countries, you're not even allowed to show Muhammad, like depict him at all, which is odd. Because, like, how are you going to make the guy so worshipped, but you can't draw a picture of him? I remember that South Park back in the day. They got in so much trouble for pretending to depict Muhammad. They got, like, death threats and all sorts of shit.
Kenny, dude, what the hell? You're supposed to be watching Muhammad.
With other
Crazy.
basic principles which are absent in those countries. Equality before the law, civil and political rights, constitutional
especially for
democracy,
females.
economic liberty, the separation of church or mosque and state. All these
I don't know who the fuck is calling me, but they're not going to interrupt the video.
ideas emerged in the West because the Judeo-Christian tradition has always evolved in classical and medieval, Renaissance and Enlightenment periods, and it is still evolving today. As a Catholic, I must acknowledge that it is only in my lifetime that the Church adapted its teaching on the Jews from enemies to brothers. And in order to ensure that the 1.2 billion Catholics could see that the Church banished anti-Semitism in its practice as well as its preaching, successive popes have gone out of their way to reach out to Jewish people. How very different is the situation in Islam. Where Jews and Christians have allowed the reinterpretation of the Bible, Muslim scholars have insisted that the Quran, as the unmediated word of Allah, cannot be reinterpreted. Despite this rigidity, Islam did evolve in its early centuries, but since the medieval period, it has undergone successive waves of fundamentalism intended to restore the faith to its original purity and to impose it if necessary by force,
Yeah,
on the rest of the
by
world.
force.
I don't want to come back to the CIA or the USA. I officially renounce our American citizenship. The Smiths are staying in Saudi Arabia forever. This is my country now. I am Stan of Arabia.
We are living through such a wave
some of
today,
them.
which includes the Wahhabi and Salafist branches of Sunni and the Iranian-inspired Shia Islam. The overall name we give to these movements is Islamism, or radical Islam. Rather than emphasize the earlier, more pacific elements in Muhammad's teaching.
All right, we're gonna go to the next video here. Don't want to bore y'all too much.
Thank God.
George W. Bush and Barack Obama have declared that Islam is a religion of peace.
Yes.
Anjum Chowdhury
Totally,
begs
right,
to
guys?
differ.
You can't say that Islam is a religion of peace, because Islam, it does not mean peace. Islam is means Islam submission. So the Muslim is the one who submits. You know, there's a place for violence in Islam. There's a place for jihad in Islam.
Chowdhury is the leader of Islam for UK, a group recently banned in Britain under the country's counter-terrorism laws. He wants Islamic Sharia law to rule the United Kingdom and is working to make that dream a reality. He's seen here converting a 10-year-old British boy to Islam.
It's always the kids. What is it with religion and targeting children and using them for things they don't understand? Terrible. God.
Islamic radicals in the United States are usually pretty savvy. They wear suits and ties. They speak, at least publicly, in moderate tones.
Oh,
But
like
here in
Andrew
London,
Tate.
it's
You cheated, you cheated. It's bang out the machete, boom in her face, and then grip her up by the neck. Like, shut up, bitch!
Anybody?
Anjum Chowdhury has praised the 9/11 hijackers and called for the execution of Pope Benedict.
Are you homosexual, Your Eminence?
Chowdhury told CBN News his group is a non-violent political and ideological movement that resides in the UK under a covenant of security. Yet he openly praises violent jihad.
The Quran is full of, you know, jihad is the most talked about duty in the Quran after Tawheed, belief. Nothing else is mentioned more than the topic of fighting.
Several former members of Chowdhury's group have been arrested on terrorism charges.
Run.
A very significant number of former Al-Muhajirun people were involved in terrorist plots against this country.
Excuse me, can you hold on to something for me? Sure. 1 second.
Run.
A number of people have actually gone to Afghanistan, joined the Taliban, and died fighting for the Taliban.
Chowdhury refuses to condemn acts of terror, including 9/11 and the July 7, 2005 London bombings, which killed 52 people.
What were your thoughts on the 7/7 bombings? Did you condemn them? Did you support them?
For the people who carried it out, it was legitimate. If you look at the will of Muhammad Siddiq Khan and Shijat Tanvir, they will justify it. They will bring many verses from the Quran, many statements to say that that's the Islamic argument. And it's a difficult Islamic argument to refute. And there are many scholars who support that argument as well.
Got him! Got him!
Chowdhury says
it's a difficult argument to refute. Don't kill people, whether they believe in your religion or not. Just don't kill them, please.
His group is merely following core Islamic teachings. He says Islam is much more than a religion.
This particular belief is more than just a religion. It's not just a spiritual belief. It is in fact an ideology which you believe in and you struggle for and you're willing even to die for because you believe in that. That is your whole life.
He seems to relish being called Great Britain's most hated man, pledging to continue his rallies, calling for the overthrow of the British system. Eric Stakelbeck, CBN News, London.
That's just wild to me. We're going to finish it off with SJW Central. They're pretty funny if you haven't seen them. This one's about Islam, so it should go along.
Good
well.
evening. Just wanted to say thank you for coming to campus tonight and presenting your point of view. It's always valuable to have two sets of views going on at the same time.
A rational person.
Very useful.
Maybe.
My name is Jumana. Imad Musa Ahmed al-Bahri, and I'm a student here at UCSD. I was reading your literature. I found that much more interesting than the talk. And I found some interesting things about the MSA, which is an organization that's very active on campus, and it is hosting our annual Hitler Youth Week. You should come out to those events.
Hitler what?
If you could clarify the connection between the MSA and jihad terrorist networks, because last I checked, we had to do our own fundraising, and we never get help from anyone. So if you could clarify the connection between UCSD's MSA, or if you don't have such information, if you could connect other MSAs on UCs, because the connection wasn't too clear in the pamphlet. Just if you could clarify.
Will you condemn Hamas here and now?
I'm sorry, what?
Will you condemn Hamas
Would I condemn Hamas?
as a terrorist genocidal organization?
Are you asking me to put myself on a cross?
So you won't. I actually have had this experience many times. You didn't read the pamphlet because the pamphlet is chapter and verse. The main connection is that the MSA is part of the Muslim Brotherhood Network as revealed in the documents.
I don't think you understood what I meant by that. I meant if I say something, I'm sure that I will be arrested for reasons of Homeland Security.
FBI, open up!
So if you could please just answer my...
For reasons of Homeland Security. So I can't say anything because they'll think I'm a terrorist. What? What?
Question.
If you condemn Hamas, Homeland Security will
If I
arrest you.
support Hamas, because your question forces me to condemn Hamas. If I support Hamas, I look really
If you
bad.
don't condemn Hamas, obviously you support it.
Thank you. Right.
Case closed. I have had this experience. I had this experience at UC Santa Barbara where there were 50 members of the Muslim Students Association sitting right in the rows there. And throughout my hour talk, I kept asking them, will you condemn Hezbollah and Hamas? And none of them would. And then when the question period came, the president of the Muslim Students Association was the first person to ask questions. And I said, before you start, will you condemn Hezbollah? And he said, well, that question is too complicated for a yes-no answer. So I said, okay, I'll put it to you this way. I'm a Jew. The head of Hezbollah has said that he hopes that we will gather in Israel so he doesn't have to hunt us down globally. For it or against it?
For it.
What the fuck?
What?
Thank you for coming and showing everybody what's here.
I don't even
and
know.
You're wearing a terrorist neckerchief.
That's crazy.
I'm Stacey Dooley, and this is Luton, where I was born. I went to school here.
This lady used to grow up in this very British community, let's say. And it's not very British anymore. It's a bunch of crazy right-wingers and very radical Muslims.
Back home, I had no idea what I was letting myself in for.
You are a naive woman.
Don't you dare speak to me like that. No, but this is my hometown as well. Listen.
Some child is outside enjoying their life, playing with toys and smiling in the sunshine and having fun. I hate happiness. I hate happy children. Anyway, you're all losers. We've discussed this before. I'm the king of the world.
Park is quite a famous part of Luton, actually. It's where a lot of the Muslim population live, loads of Asian people live here. And I've not actually shopped here at all, as I think. I've literally been here once or twice. Drove through it and stuff. But it's really interesting because we are in an English town. You could easily say not be in England. Easily. There's loads of different mosques in Luton, is that right?
It is, yeah.
How many roughly would you say?
Roughly, we're looking between at least 30 mosques in Luton town area.
30?
That's quite a lot, no?
It's quite a lot.
It didn't take long to witness firsthand the extremism I'd been hearing about.
Wow. Oh man, they're so friendly out there. Okay, like, I just gotta pause it for a second, because this girl's super brave, dude. Like, would y'all go out there, like, alone, with no one else? Answer in the comments, or send some hate. If you're Muslim, hi.
Fuck you.
Subscribe, please.
How about no?
I wasn't sure what they were marching for, but tensions were running high.
Your sister brother! Your mother! Where is the shame? How dare they touch a woman?
It turns out the demo was in response to the arrest of local woman Mona Thorney, whose husband set off a bomb in Stockholm in 2010.
I cannot believe this. I've never seen anything on this scale before. And it breaks my heart to think that this is happening in my town. Hands off Muslims!
Hands off Muslims!
Hands off Muslims!
Everyone's got a right to protest, but I found their chanting provocative and extreme.
British police go to hell!
This is a message to stop oppression.
Are you sure about that?
Police burning hell. British police burning
Yeah, this lady looks totally not oppressed, right?
hell.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
No real Muslim wants anyone to burning hell.
yeah, but for what they've done, for the consequences
You can't
of their
pick and
actions.
choose. You can't pick and choose. You can't.
You either believe or you disbelieve.
You know
You
what?
choose to wear this, I choose to wear that.
You and I will
That's
have
why you
to.
look naked on the street.
Do I look naked? Do I really?
Naked. She's
I
naked.
don't look naked.
You're trying to seduce.
No one's trying to seduce me, and I'm not trying to seduce anyone. You shouldn't judge me how I try not to judge you. You are. You've just said who am I
I
trying to
am
seduce?
judging you.
No one.
Well, I'm judging you. So it goes both ways.
Well, I don't judge you because I'm above that.
I'm not. I'm not.
Excuse me, go put on some clothes. How you choose to live, no. How you choose to dress like that, I choose to dress like this. You don't start.
No, it's okay.
Don't you?
Can you imagine how hot it is? Wearing that thing? Like, man. Oh no.
Like that. No, but this is my hometown as well.
All right, stay then.
No, I'm walking. I am walking. No, I can do what I want. That girl's just hot. I don't mind. Point away. Point away. Because you're not scaring me. I try my hardest to sympathise with people who are maybe different to me.
Me
And
too.
it's a tiny minority that play up. Who are you trying to seduce? Go and put some clothes on. You look naked.
Every now and then, every time we have a conference, every time we invite a speaker, they always can come with the same accusations. This speaker supports death penalty for homosexuals. This speaker supports death penalty for
Well, I hope
this
not.
crime or this crime or that. He is homophobic.
Yeah,
they subjugate women, etc.
Yeah,
etc.
that would be
etc.
bad,
It's the
yeah.
same old stuff coming all the time.
I'm sure that's not.
And we always
all
try
you
to
know.
tell them, I always try to tell them that, look, it's not that speaker that we're inviting
Yeah.
who has these extreme radical views, as you say. These are general views that every Muslim actually has.
Kenny?
Of course not, yes.
every Muslim believes in these things.
Wait, what? That can't be true. No.
Just because they're not
that can't be true.
telling
This guy
you
is
about it, or just because they're not
totally
out there in the
lying.
media
Like,
doesn't
there's
mean
no way.
believe in them. So I will ask you, everyone in the room, how many of you are normal Muslims? You're not extremists, you're not radical, just normal Sunni Muslims. Please raise your hands.
Okay.
Everybody, mashallah, subhanallah. Okay, take down your hands again. How many of you agree that men and women should sit separate? Please raise your hands. Everyone agree. Everyone agree. Brothers and sisters. Subhanallah. So it's not just these radical sheikhs then. Allahu Akbar. Next question. How many
That's
of
a
you
little
agree
weird.
that the punishments described in the Quran and the Sunnah, whether it is death, whether it is stoning for adultery, whatever it is, if it is from Allah and His Messenger, that is the best punishment ever possible for humankind. And that is what we should apply in the world. Who agrees with that?
No. Wait. Wait.
No
Are you all the
way.
radical extremists? Subhanallah.
This needs to stop. Now.
So all of you are saying that you are common Muslims, you all go to the different masajid in Norway, or are you like a specific sect, like the Islam net sect or anything like that? Are you like that? No. Are you like that? Please raise your hand if you're like this extreme Islam net sect or anything like that. No one. How many of you just go to these normal masajids in Norway, the normal Sunni mosques? Please raise your hands.
Wow. That's
so. What's the politicians gonna say now?
Toxic.
What's the media gonna say now? That we're all extremists? We're
yes.
All radicals?
Yes.
We need to deport all of us from this country?
Yes. Okay, I'm sorry, but like, if you can't exist around homosexuals without trying to kill them or wanting to kill them or making laws to kill them, you shouldn't be in a country that has homosexuals and is okay with it. Like, those things don't mix. And that's the whole video. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you like it. If not, please post lots of hate in the comments below. Perhaps share this with some people who will like it, or perhaps share it with people who will hate it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye!
نسألك يا من هو الله الذي لا إله